What's going on, guys? It's Tom with StockedUp. There's been some very good news coming out regarding the coronavirus. President Trump has appointed Vice President Pence to be in charge of the administration's response to the disease. Pretty much, Trump came out and said that we're doing very well regarding the disease. There hasn't been too many cases in the United States. There's been very little person-to-person transmission of the disease, which is very good for us. China, on the other hand, has had a lot of person-to-person disease, which is means that the disease can spread very, very rapidly, which is something that's not happening in the United States yet. Now, this could be something that maybe they're playing down because they don't want the markets to crash or whatever. But the thing is that news is always going to keep coming out, and that the news that came out so far is actually pretty positive concerning the disease that we are talking about. Now, one big factor to keep in mind is that this did not affect futures too much. So keep in mind that the futures are pretty much staying level where they are. They did fall very slightly, but for the most part, they are staying at the levels that they were at today. They have not fluctuated around too much regarding this news or announcement, which I would have expected them to go ahead and move around a lot more than they did. You can see right where my mouse is right now. This is right about where the announcement was made, so you can see there was a little bit of volatility on this candle right around 6 o'clock Central Time. But other than that, it's been looking pretty good so far. The market stayed steady, and that's what we want with futures regarding this low volume situation, because you got to realize with futures, not everybody's trading at 7 o'clock, 8, 9 p.m. at night. So that's very few traders that are actually trading at that time, and a lot of them are actually foreign traders in other countries where the market is actually open. But what that means is that volume has not really hit the market yet. So what we really need to watch for is in the morning, whenever the volume starts hitting the market, maybe around 7, 8, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Around those times is when you need to start watching, and watch for that volume spikes. Watch for the volume spikes to start hitting, kind of like they do right where my mouse is. See how the volume spikes around 3 in the morning started getting higher? I'll guarantee you that's because some type of market opened up and they saw the market was tanking, so they just decided to come ahead into the S&P 500 and trade it that night with futures, and they just drove the volume up at 3 in the morning. Now you can see as it gets as the time goes on and the day goes on, you can see around 8:30, 9 in the morning, you can see the volume really start to pick up. That's because the U.S. market opened, and that's what we need to see tomorrow. Whenever the U.S. market opens, that's whenever we will know which way the market's going to go based off of this news, up or down. I would not base it off of exactly what it's done so far right now, because just think about it. All the people with a lot of money, the millionaires, the billionaires, do you really think that they're looking at the market right now at 9 p.m. at night? I doubt it. I mean, if I had a lot of money in the market, I would be looking at it this time, but I highly doubt a lot of these long-term investors are looking right now. So pretty much the news conference went very, very well. He addressed the nation in a very good way. Pence is in charge of it now. Pretty much what the United States is going to do is they're going to be doing a different type of system to where we're pretty much going to have plans in place. And if the disease goes ahead and starts advancing and spreading more, we are already going to have the plans in place, ready to go. We can enact the plans, have the cities shut down, the transportation shut down, the exports shut down, whatever we have to do. The plans are going to be ready. They're ready to go. And that's what Trump is trying to tell investors, because he's really trying to keep the stock market up right now as we're heading into elections. Because just think about it from a political standpoint, you need the markets to be up to get elected. You need the markets up. You need good markets. You need decent markets. You don't always need the best markets, as we saw with Bush in like 2001 and 2004. But whenever you have something to blame, like a war or a terrorist attack, it's a lot easier than whenever the market just goes down in general. So unfortunately, the futures are not giving us a very good telltale sign yet. But one thing that we can do is that we can go to SPY, and depending on what you think the news happened, you could go ahead and say that you think that the market's going to go up tomorrow based on Trump's announcement that the coronavirus is not too bad in the United States, and that we are going ahead and enacting measures to make sure that we are prepared for whenever it does go ahead and hit us worse, because it will hit us worse than what it is now. That's almost a given considering how bad it's been in China. It will spread here. The question is how bad it will spread. And the thing is that the outlook on it is fairly good. The CDC has came out and warned us that it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better in the United States. So the thing is that the cases will grow. There will be more people infected. The thing is that we're really looking for a good vaccine to come out on this. If not, it could drive the markets lower. But as far as tomorrow goes, based on Trump's announcement, I personally would watch for the market to go up. Now, is this something where I'm just going to go ahead and just buy calls as soon as the market opens? No, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to watch futures. I'm going to join the Stocked Up Discord. I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm going to see what's going on. And then I'm going to make a educated decision on whether or not I think the markets are going to go up tomorrow or not. And the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till open, because whenever the market opens, that's whenever a lot of the volume is going to hit. And if it's a lot of positive volume, then I'm going to have a positive outlook on the day. If it's a lot of negative volume, whenever the market opens, I'm going to look at a negative outlook on the day. Now, if the S&P 500 futures are down, let's say 30 plus points whenever the market opens tomorrow, I might have a pretty negative outlook because the market did go ahead and fall 30 points, which would be a very big deal considering the low volume futures trading that happens overnight. If you have a move that large in the futures market, you can definitely bet that that day is definitely going to be volatile, just like I called out on last Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were very volatile and they were very red days. I've been getting a lot of questions lately on how I exactly find my news. So what I do to find news is I like to go to marketwatch.com. So what I'll do is I'll come right up here, just go to marketwatch.com, and on the phone you can actually download the MarketWatch app. So what MarketWatch does is that they'll send me push notifications to my phone every single time there's an update on U.S. crude oil inventories, natural gas, the dollar, the S&P 500, big moves on certain stocks, any big articles that come out on MarketWatch get sent straight to my phone. I also like to use investing.com. It's a very good website. I would definitely check out investing.com and MarketWatch if you want to get the most up-to-date information on the market. I'd like to say investing.com. They are a lot better for people who trade commodities and like the futures market a lot better, but they do give a lot of articles, especially regarding gold and certain things like the dollar and oil. But MarketWatch is a lot better for just straight up stocks. That's where almost all my news comes from regarding the coronavirus or oil or just the markets in general. And another way you can find good news is just go to TD Ameritrade and come right over here to the live news section up here. It might be minimized for you, so you might need to click this little arrow to the left. But what you can go ahead and do is type in your ticker here. So I type in /ES, which is S&P 500 futures, and just scroll straight to the bottom. You can see at 7 o'clock tonight, they went ahead and placed out a new article. So you can go ahead and double click that. And then the article will go ahead and pop right up here for you. And you can see all the news here. You just click it and it pops up right here at the bottom. It's very good, a very good tool that TD Ameritrade has. And I think you guys should definitely take advantage of it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, smash the subscribe button and let me know in the comments down below any thoughts you have on the market or the coronavirus. And this is Tom signing off.